For the freedom of Mother India, there lived a fiery young soul who offered even his breath as a sacrifice. His name was Bhagat Singh. Today, we're going to dive into the story of this legendary figure, a man whose courage and ideas continue to inspire millions. Born on September 28, 1907, in a small village in Punjab, this child was no ordinary boy. The air of patriotism flowed through his home. His father and uncle were both dedicated freedom fighters who actively opposed British rule. From a very young age, Bhagat Singh was surrounded by conversations of liberty and rebellion. This environment didn't just shape him, it ignited a fire within him. As a child, a single event would change the course of his life forever. When he heard about the horrific Jallianwala Bagh massacre, where hundreds of unarmed Indians were killed by British troops, his young heart was shaken to its core. The story goes that he secretly visited the site, a place still echoing with cries of pain. He held the blood-soaked soil in his hands and silently vowed that this nation must have justice. From that moment on, his life was no longer about personal happiness or a comfortable future. It was about the freedom of his country. Bhagat Singh was not just a passionate patriot. He was also a brilliant student and an avid reader. He devoured books on history, politics, and revolution from around the world. He understood that freedom didn't just mean driving out the British. He envisioned a new India, an India free from exploitation, inequality, and injustice. He dreamt of a socialist republic where every citizen, regardless of their background, could live with dignity. This profound belief took deep root in his heart and became the guiding principle of his revolutionary journey. The turning point came with the death of the respected leader, Lala Lajpat Rai. During a peaceful protest against the Simon Commission, he was brutally beaten in a police lathi charge and later succumbed to his injuries. This event ignited a storm of fury within Bhagat Singh and his comrades. They realized that silence could no longer be the answer to such blatant injustice. They needed to make the British Empire hear their message, loud and clear. In response, along with his revolutionary brothers Rajguru and Sukhdev, he planned the assassination of the British police officer responsible for the attack. It was a calculated act of defiance, not born out of personal hatred, but as a revolutionary warning against the relentless oppression of the British regime. This bold move sent shockwaves through the colonial administration. But Bhagat Singh's most iconic act was yet to come. He and his associate Bhatukeshwar Dutt threw a low-intensity bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi. The explosion was carefully planned not to kill or injure anyone. Its purpose was symbolic, as they themselves declared. It was to make the deaf hear. As smoke filled the hall, they didn't try to escape. Instead, they stood their ground, shouting the powerful slogan that would become the war cry of the independence movement, Inquilab Zindabad. Long live the revolution! Bhagat Singh chose arrest. He knew that the courtroom could become his new stage, and his trial a platform to spread his ideas to every corner of India. He understood that his sacrifice would speak louder than any escape ever could. Even within the dark, cold walls of the prison, his spirit remained unbroken. He continued his fight from behind bars, leading historic hunger strikes to demand better conditions and rights for political prisoners. He faced the court not as a criminal, but as a visionary, articulating his dream for a free and equal India. His courage in the face of certain death was astonishing. He famously said, "They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. They can crush my body, but they will not be able to crush my spirit." These were not just words, they were a prophecy. Finally, the tragic day arrived. March 23, 1931. At the tender age of just 23, Bhagat Singh, along with his comrades Rajguru and Sukhdev, walked to the gallows. It is said they went with smiles on their faces, chanting slogans for India's freedom until their last breath. Their bodies perished that day, but their ideas became immortal. Bhagat Singh is not just a name in a history book. He is a symbol of incredible courage, the very breath of sacrifice, and an eternal awakening for the youth of every generation. His life teaches us that true patriotism isn't just about love for your country, but about the willingness to fight for justice and equality for its people. Even today, whenever someone, somewhere stands up against injustice and oppression, it feels as though the spirit of Bhagat Singh is smiling, whispering to us once again, Inquilab Zindabad. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of incredible courage. See you in the next video.